Okay, it has been confirmed. We now know who Stellenbosch FC will be facing in the final of the Carling Knockout Cup. They will be facing TS Galaxy. TS Galaxy claiming a comprehensive 3-2 victory over AmaZulu today, kind of a few hours ago at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. It was a wonderful game of football to watch. Goals were scored. It was action-packed, chances were created. But I must say, I didn't really understand the football that was being played, or I don't understand what tactics were the coaches trying to apply. But hey, man, at the end of the day, let's look at the bright side of things. Let's understand the fact that there were goals that were scored and enjoy that, right? So it's going to be what? Mpumalanga versus Western Cape. That's the final that's going to be. It won't be an all KZN affair. Unfortunately, there won't be any KZN team that will partake in the final of the Carling Knockout Cup. Unfortunately, because due to the fact, let's understand the fact that, look, the final will be hosted in KZN. So it would have been a nice, it would be very nice to have like an all KZN affair in a final that is taking place in KwaZulu-Natal, but unfortunately it is not meant to be. Both KwaZulu-Natal teams proved that they were not just good enough to actually like make it all the way to the final. Richards Bay were completely outplayed against Stellenbosch yesterday afternoon, as well as AmaZulu. I can't say the same about AmaZulu because AmaZulu did show much fight. They did have a fighting spirit. They created great chances. I guess, give credit to Nkwari, the TS Galaxy goalkeeper, the number one of Rwanda. He kept the clean sheet against us, Bafana. Give credit to him. He made wonderful saves, denying XD, denying Wade Euster, also denying Gumede, in the first half. You understand? AmaZulu, they created a lot of chances. TS Galaxy took the lead earlier on thanks to Letlhoonolo Mujela, I meant to say. Letlhoonolo Mujela, after making a dazzling run, he was set up by Umvelasi. That was a great weighted pass by midfielder Umvelasi, setting up Mujela. Mujela made a run, and that was great from him. That's what a striker is supposed to do. Hold off the defender. He showed wonderful strength in keeping his composure, and he unleashed a great shot. He placed the ball nicely into the far corner. I think Veli Mota should have done better because it was close range. I think he could have done better over Veli Mota. I really believe that he could have done better because it looked like that ball was very close to him. Maybe you can also look at the surface of the pitch because the pitch didn't really look as though it was in good condition at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Maybe it did play some sort of element, but I think Veli Mota, goalkeeper of AmaZulu, could have done better to save that effort. But nonetheless, great goal by Letlhoonolo Mujela. Remember, he did also score in the league against Kukune United in that comprehensive 3-0 victory at the Mbombela Stadium against the Kukune United. So Letlhoonolo Mujela has shown that he's actually a formidable striker. He's a formidable centre forward. He's got the pace, he's got the speed, he's got the great ability to shield off defenders, showing that he's got great strength, as well as his finishing ability is wonderful, to say the least. I mean, that was a great finish. What a good striker is supposed to do, giving the Rockets the early lead in the 4th minute of the game. And then they doubled their advantage from the penalty spot. Again, Mujela at the heart of things. Mujela at the heart of things, like I said. Proving to be a menace to the AmaZulu defense. I mean, Veli Mota, in my opinion, he cannot complain about anything because that was a clear penalty. Veli Mota had no intention to go for the ball. He had every intention to go for the man. And I feel like Veli Mota, there was no need for him to even commit to the challenge, in my opinion, because as you could see, Umujela, his body was far away from goal. You could see there was no threat. The ball was going to go out of play anyway. You understand? Because you could see the direction. Mujela was run. His back was facing that way, far away from goal. You understand? There was no threat at all right there. There was no threat at all from Umujela, and Veli Mota fouled him. And that was a clear penalty. You understand? He didn't get the ball. He went straight for the man. Yes, you could say maybe his intention was obviously to go for the ball, but in clear aspects, he didn't go for the ball at all. He went for the man. He fouled him. And there was no need for Veli Mota to commit to that run. But I guess TS Galaxy were awarded a penalty, spot kick, and which was wonderfully converted by the Brazilian forward, Hugo Vidal. Wonderfully converted by him. That was a great converted penalty with the left foot, and to give TS Galaxy a 2-0 lead going into the halftime break. Remember, this was the second time in the tournament where TS Galaxy went into the halftime break with a 2-0 advantage. Remember, in the first game in the round of 16 against Mamelodi Sundowns, they were leading 2-0, only for them to squander that 2-goal lead in the final minute of that game after Gaston Sereno scored a brilliant volley from a corner, from a Marcelo Allende corner. But hey, TS Galaxy were able to win that game via a penalty shootout. So going into the halftime break, 2-0 up, yes, you could see the game was done and dusted, but remember, the rule in football, 2-goal lead is never a safe lead at all. 2-0 is never ever a safe lead at all. So TS Galaxy had to be very careful. They could not afford any sort of complacency at all. So like we did see, AmaZulu were still in the game, right? They created wonderful chances, and eventually yeah, that was a penalty for me. AmaZulu were robbed. It goes back to the fact that, our officiating in South African football has really been very poor. Has been horrendous, to say the least. Our officiating has been horrendous, to say the least, because that was a clear penalty. You understand? His hand was not in a natural position at all. You understand? His hand was not in a natural position at all, and that was a clear penalty. And imagine if AmaZulu were given that penalty, right? It could have changed the whole complexion of the game. You understand? If AmaZulu were to even convert from 12 yards out, if they were to be awarded that spot kick, it could have changed the entire complexion of the game. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. It was not awarded. You understand? But they did also get the goal, the consolation goal, which for me, it was offside. Kwem was in an offside position. You understand? He was in an offside position. And give credit, I think that was a mistake by Nkwari. Mistake by Nkwari, miscommunication between him and the defender. There was no need for Nkwari to come out of his post. He should have just stayed in his post. But I think credit must go to Junior Dion, the Ivorian striker. Putting pressure on the goalkeeper, setting up Kwem to get the consolation goal. But to be honest, that was not supposed to be a goal because that was a clear offside. Kwem was in a clear offside position. But hey, man, I guess the fourth official, the linesman, did not see it. So the goal was given. Eventually, it was bound to stand. Remember, this is Kwem's second goal against the Rockets. Remember, bear in mind, he did score the winner against the Rockets in the very same fixture, early on this season when AmaZulu secured their first 3 points of the season. He scored the winning goal at Moses Mabhida Stadium to give Usutu a 1-0 lead over the Rockets in the league encounter. And this is his second goal in as many matches against TS Galaxy. So this game continued showing us fireworks. But the football, for me, from both teams was not really convincing. I did not understand how these teams were approaching the game. Yes, the goals were there. Like I said, the goals were there. And that's the positive side of things, right? Although the style of football, man, was just not on for me. Both teams were very careless. They were very clumsy in their passing. They just did not manage the game, especially on the side of TS Galaxy. TS Galaxy should have been able to manage the game. You understand? Control the game, understanding that they're in the lead, get those passes together, make sure they keep the ball and not just give away the ball carelessly. But that's exactly what they did. Even AmaZulu were not convincing in attack as well. Yes, they created the chances, but they were very complacent, very careless, very clumsy, as well as, not very convincing in terms of their passing of the ball. But luckily, they were able to do so in terms of creating meaningful chances. And that's exactly what they did. And the game was put beyond any reasonable doubt. At the time, Samir Nurkovic scoring once again. Just class, man. That was a classy finish by Samir Nurkovic with his left foot. Cool, calm, and collected. With his left foot. If you look at how that goal was scored, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And bear in mind, Samir Nurkovic did score a brilliant goal, a wonder of a strike against the Kukune United in Mbombela Stadium not so long ago. And again, that was just as wonderful as it could be. The Serbian showing that he still has class. I mean, that's a true example of class is permanent. Wonderful goal, wonderful taken goal with his left foot. Cool, calm and collected, steady, cool as you like. Wonderful goal from the Serbian, putting the game beyond any reasonable doubt. But there was to be late drama again. In added time, there were 2 goals in added time scored. First, it was Samir Nurkovic giving TS Galaxy a 3-1 lead. And then on form, on song, Junior Dion, once again, Junior Dion on target, getting that consolation goal once again for AmaZulu to set up a nervy finish, a crazy finish, an impeccable finish to the game. With only 2 minutes to play, anything is possible in football. To send the game at 3-2. Junior Dion scoring the second goal for AmaZulu at 3-2. You understand? In the 93rd minute of the game, with only 2 minutes left to play. You understand? Perhaps setting up a fierce finish towards the game. But unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Congratulations to TS Galaxy for holding on, setting up a final clash on the 16th of December against Stellenbosch Football Club at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. This is a chance for TS Galaxy to claim silverware once again at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Once again, it seems like the Moses Mabhida Stadium is a lovely hunting ground for the Rockets. Remember, they pulled off a massive upset against Kaizer Chiefs in the 2019 Nedbank Cup final. That was their first maiden success ever, and they made history by being the first second division club in the history of South African football to win a tournament, to win a trophy. You understand? To win the Nedbank Cup against a top flight team and against all odds, defying all odds. Kaizer Chiefs, defeating Kaizer Chiefs. Zakhele Lepasa scoring that winning penalty late on in that game. So like I said, TS Galaxy, their second final just in a couple of years, and this is their opportunity to again claim silverware. You understand? Add on to their Nedbank Cup. You understand? And as for Stellies, this is their opportunity to win their first tournament, their first major trophy. So all to play for on the 16th of December, the day of reconciliation, Dingani's Day, right? At Moses Mabhida Stadium. You understand? Unfortunately, the KZN teams didn't do what they were supposed to do by actually representing the late king. It would have been nice to represent King Dingani, the late AmaZulu King Dingani on his birthday, having both teams from his home, from his kingdom, KwaZulu-Natal, actually playing in the final of the Carling Knockout Cup, but it was not meant to be. They proved that they were not good enough. And bear in mind, these three clubs that I'm mentioning, TS Galaxy, AmaZulu, Richards Bay, these were the teams that knocked out the big three, right? The big three being Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, as well as Mamelodi Sundowns. TS Galaxy knocked out Mamelodi Sundowns in the last 16 via penalty shootout. AmaZulu knocked out Kaizer Chiefs in the last 16, 1-0 at the FNB Stadium, as well as now Richards Bay knocked out Orlando Pirates in the last round in the quarterfinals via penalty shootout at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. So woza nazo how fakukesi madoda, Carling Knockout Cup final 16 December, Stellenbosch FC versus TS Galaxy, Aishube madoda, 16 December, Sonbona Con, Moses Mabhida Stadium, Aishube.
World Cup. Nice ball threaded through. Could be an early chance here for TS Galaxy. Oh, what a start. Second minute of the game. Mujela makes the breakthrough. Lisonona Mujela gets his first goal in the Carling knockout. His second of the season, and what a start! It was easy for Mujela to just split in between the two defenders and made a straight run. And obviously he had to come and still had to use his strength to keep the defender away, Mpahlela. But more than anything is calmness and composure to be able to slide it past Velimoto. Give that assist to Mpompelase. Beautifully done by Velase, operating in the heart of that midfield there, and no chance. Well, speaking of the response and their powers of recovery, as that one had the keeper scrambling. Mahlangu it is, but with Mahlangu that puts it behind. The game goes the way of the home side. Hanamu, great catch and confident catch from the line from Catholic Stars, the team that made it to the playoffs in the Mutsepa Foundation Championship. There he is again, Mujela, and corner as Abubakar had the last touch. Interesting hairstyle there for Mubarak.
That's the biggest concern.
Yes, Mujela. It's actually, Mujela is in here again! Went for the near post when there was a massive space on the far post. He went for the post that the keeper had covered. Then Brooks, can he get a pass away? He has a chance to equalize! What a save! Ntwari just puts a leg out. What a great pass! What a great break there! A counter opportunity is left behind. A chance here. Oh, so close to an own goal there. We saw the return ball. Look at him tearing through the middle there. Mutela! What does the ref say? Oh, it's pointed for a penalty. Oh, it's pointed to the penalty spot. Too quick for Motwa was Mutela. Lightning pace. And he knew what, if you got there first, the key to double their lead here.
This is, listen, I think Mutela created that penalty for himself. Yeah. There was literally contact. He drags his leg and
he left his leg in there.
Yes.
He knew the keeper was coming out. Whew. Well, no VAR. That is it. It's a penalty. It is a penalty, and Vidal is lining it up as Veli Motwa faces up now. Can he make amends? Yeah, for what he will feel was a harsh penalty. Vidal to make it 2-0, sends the keeper the wrong way. Igor Vidal gets his second goal of the season. And he's first in the Carling knockout, and it's 2-0 to the visitors.
Well taken.
With ideas to get this thing away. Here's another chance, did he?
Here's another chance and a save! Following up there was Gion, but excellent from Sanuka, who waves a finger that said, not in my house.
He had to react for that save.
Well, there's life still in AmaZulu. Brooks with a cross in, and again a save from Ntwari. Oh! Wow, half an hour in. Move around with the flick. Here's a turn! Oh my goodness! Is it gonna be that sudden? Chance to... That one was blocked by Velase. From the Mount of Golden Arrows.
No, never.
No, never. Test, I don't know, it seems like a harsh one. And it comes from Mubara. Plucked out the air confidently by Ntwari. Galaxy, of course, and AmaZulu have already met in a league match this season. Augustine Chidikwem, who's on the bench, got the winner. He's a former TS Galaxy player. So
they just need to improve in front of goal more than anything.
Could be a chance here! Oh my goodness! Whoa! Some brave goalkeeping as well from Ntwari there. Threw himself where it hurt. But gosh, is this going to turn out to be one of those days where no matter what you try, you can't put the ball in the net? Some brave stuff there from Ntwari though.
Very, very, very brave.
Shoo! He could have caught a face full of size 10 there. That's the whistle for half time then. It hit on the break here. That's Nurkovic fires a 10 shot straight at 2 goals for Nurkovic this season. It was on the score sheet, TS Galaxy in 10th. What happened then? What did the referee see? It's a foul against Chidiko. They need to get a goal, and they need it soon to AmaZulu. Mpatele's ball in. Showed too much of it too. Ntwari, he will have those all-cell era. Whichever way you look at it. And the chance here to pull one back! Chidikwem! Chidikwem has got one back! And a goal out of a seemingly innocuous situation there. There's a man down. Rush things. It's a great ball to find Mubara. Mubara, the handball there, surely. Referee allows play to continue. Chance to fire. Oh. Kalimpilongema goes wild there, but that surely was A handball in the box. It'll be nice too. Now, Hanamu, AmaZulu running out of time here. Oh, what a ball in from Hanamu. City Dion there, looking to it on the counter here. The man who says, come on, is racing onto the ball. Oh, trouble! Trouble! It's gonna go across the face. That would chance here for TS Galaxy to wrap it up. Yes, Nurkovic! Nurkovic! Game, set, and match. TS Galaxy into the final. Samir Nurkovic seals the deal.
If you talk composure, Titi, this is what we're talking about.
Oh, the other end, it's a goal. Oh, Twari, 2 mistakes there now. Could have led to goals, but they've got a minute left. Oh, just over a minute, a minute and a half left. Oh,
Imagine. This will have changed the whole picture.
It's not over yet. It is not over yet. I said the deal was done. Hey, listen, this is football. This is football. I said the deal was done, but wait a minute. Oh my God, made a mess of that.
Yeah, went down too early.
City Dion, by the way.
Instead of shifting across and collecting that ball,